Coach, believe it or not, we're here to talk about cross country. You just got done with the outdoor track season. What a successful season it was, including a couple of trips out to the West Coast. Before we talk about cross country, Azariah Kurwa in the national championships, what was it like watching him compete for that title?
Well, it was a crazy race. They went out slower than the girls, and that kind of upset him a little. He'd rather run the whole race hard, and so he was trying to bide his time, figure what to do, because he's not the strongest kicker in the field. And as a matter of fact, the guy who should have won the race wasn't willing to take it either, and he ended up third because it turned into totally a kicker's race. And so that didn't go real well for him, but it was great for getting experience. He was a sophomore this year, so as he's an upperclassman now next year going into that, we feel like he'll be a good leader with having been to the national, had the experience. I'm sure he'll be focused much better this year, and we're looking for a good year from him and from the cross-country team.
Coach, as we navigate through the elements here, the gnats and the bugs, you look behind us, people might be wondering, where exactly are they? Tell everybody where we are and why you're excited about it.
Well, we're standing next to our new indoor track, which if we were here a year ago, they'd be putting a roof on, I think. Right. And this field is where we plan to start the race and finish the race. Both will be a top start and finish over here. Yeah, you're right about the bugs there. Start and finish over here, and most of the course will be in the woods or alongside of the woods that we have to our left over here. Right now, as we speak, there's 4 or 5 guys working out there with bulldozers and backhoes, and they're really doing a great job. They've been working on it for a couple weeks. We've got 5 months minus a day is when the teams will be lined up over here for the Big South Cross Country Championship. We haven't had a cross country race on campus
since '08.
From Liberty since '08,
yeah.
And that course that we spent a lot of time building was taken the week after it. As a matter of fact, the week before it, I saw some heavy equipment. I'm like, what is this? And they said, we're putting a road through here. I'm like, no, not before the Big South meet. But so it's exciting to get a cross-country race back here. We're going to have a pre-conference meet and quite possibly a high school meet along with it on September 16. So, we're working hard. I'm watching. They're working. I ran it yesterday, and it's going to be a fun course to run.
What's it take to develop a cross-country course?
Well, of course, you need land.
Okay.
And most people will have a golf course, and they'll just lay something out on the golf course. But this will not only be a cross-country course for us, it'll be a great training place involving, when you do, it'll be a 2-mile loop primarily that we do half of it once and the other one twice for the men or maybe once for the women. But the thing people like the most is if it's interesting running. If you go run 5 miles on a treadmill, you see the same thing, you just do it. But in cross country, you like to have the experience of being outdoors, enjoying some woods, there's some ponds that we run past. A park-like setting is nice, and this is going to be like a new park. It's not a park yet, but it's going to develop into that over time, I think. And it'll be the great thing. It'll be ours. They're working right now on our outdoor track as well, redoing that. And so we got a brand new indoor track that's first class, a great outdoor track, and this is like the crown jewel to have also a cross-country course right next to it. So I feel like we're going to pretty much have everything we need to excel, and we're excited about it.
And after the workout, you can take a dip in the indoor pool.
That's right.
Whenever that gets done, just kind of cool off.
Athletes will love that.
Oh, I know they will. So as we look forward, never too early, start looking ahead. And it looks like both your men's and women's teams are going to be stacked and pretty dynamite leading into the fall.
Well, we're actually, it's a lot about see who gets here. We're working on a few international athletes that you never really know until they show up on campus if it's going to work out. So there's a certain amount of risk involved in that, but we are returning a good crew as well. So we're not dependent upon getting new people in, but it's all growing so fast. The future looks bright, and it's not are we going to go up, it's just what is the slope going to be. And so that's exciting for us. I'm confident we'll be better next year than we were last year, and that's ultimately always the goal. But how much better, I'm not prepared to say at this time.